G'day, welcome to Microsoft Excel World Championship UK Chapter, free case number 2, All's Well That Ends Well, / All's Well That Ends Excel, which looks to be a Shakespeare-based themed case by Harry Gross and Diarmuid. Really excited for this because it's always quite fun to do it in a easygoing environment, not in a live competitive environment, which can be a bit frenetic. But it's really nice to go through a fresh and new case for the first time, which we're going to be doing now. So we're just going to get straight back into it. I'm going to set a timer. Timer's going up towards 30 rather than down from 30. We'll see what we can do it in terms of a time. And onwards. So, William Shakespeare. Walpole has bequeathed on his head a state of victimhood. Oh goodness. Okay, on with the show indeed. 750 points, 5 point yielding scenes, 3 on stage years. So 3 bonuses. Oh wow. 5 scenes, and they're all a bit different. They've all got different fonts. This is awesome. Okay. The casting card. Witch's Cauldron. Level 4 maybe. Burnham Forest, which is part of Macbeth, I think. Okay, let's just get into it. Act 1, Comedy of Errors. Find the appropriate actors based on vocal frequencies. So that's their vocal frequency, acting style, name, min and max vocal range. Okay. I'm going to say a filter might work here. If we filter, we want to filter down the names based on the acting style being equal to whatever it is, based on the low of the range, based on the high of the range. So the low is going to be in F, and the high will be in G. I've got equals 1 here, which is something I do sometimes to mean I don't have to go back. And now I can kind of link up what I need to. So that's chaotic. That's going to be this. That's going to be this. And we want to work with greater than or equals to, no, other way around. Cool. Shakespeare's not finished some of the final script lines yet. He likes writing in irons where all of the odd stresses are O, the even stresses are X. In these lines, how many stresses currently lie with the target stress pattern? The pattern, X, will have an answer of 0. Just trying to work out how the lines here are meant to integrate with the question. It feels like I'm comparing this to this, but it ignores this, which is a weird thing. I guess we'll try. So make that a lot longer. So we want to let pattern equal this. split of that, so call it split pat equals bring in your lambdas so that I can split this up nicely. Much better. Okay, so we're going to do a split of this. Call it split tar, so it's going to be my split of my target, because I'm going to want to split this guy, but I want it to match up the right lengths. So take middle N of pattern, and then I think I can just say if split pat equals split tar, then 1 otherwise 0, and then sum that. Cool. Not sure what the line's meant to do. Oh, I can't read this. Actresses. 3 witches. I'm trying to remember how many years follows their line. Example 3. Clotho revisits the heath in years 2, 4, 6, 10, 12. Lachesis visits 3, 6, 9, 12. Astropos visits in 4, 8, 12. The smallest number of years after which all 3 witches revisit the heath together is 12. Oh, this is fun. Oh. So, I'm actually not too sure I'm going to do this. I'm going to look up these against this, against this. It's going to give me just a transpose to show you what this is doing. It's going to give me these 3. I'm going to want to see a product of that. Except that I'm going to want to, I don't know what the right mathematical term is for it, but I guess get down to like, this is divisible by 2, so like divide by 2, get down to like the smallest, the smallest number that all those 3 things fit into, of which 396 is an answer. Oh, it's probably a fun formula or calc that does that. Okay, I'm going to try something else. So, calling that 3 for question 3, I'm going to call it data table setup. Cool, does that for me nicely. Take this formula I've already worked with, bring it through here, but it's not going to work because it's looking up the wrong place now, because it needs to look up on the case sheet. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm literally just going to do this. Do a sequence down here and do a mod of this against this. Have I got that run the wrong way? Yep, I do. Oh, goodness. So, I've actually got a new formula called Easy Mod, which I don't use that often at all. Is that going to give me a better answer? I need to get used to it, to help me out where sometimes you're not wanting it to be 0, but you're wanting it to be the right outcome. Okay, my easy mod doesn't work. At least I don't understand it enough right now. Yeah, I had it right the right way to begin with. Well done. I mean, I kind of just want to get to an outcome where all 3 equal 0, which is here and which is here. So look at my easy mod, maybe that actually works nicer. Yeah, it'd be get to a situation where all 3 things equal all 3 things. I'll go back. Go equals sum. And I want to x lookup 0 here, returning here. That gives me 12. Ooh, that's 42. $11, 8, 7. Chance my 400 is not enough. Okay. Let's just go down to 1,000 in case that's the answer. $1,001. Come on. That's not even funny. Alright. Got there. Going to remove this data table link because you could see it was acting a little bit funny. Scene 4, medium. Terrible trio were directed to put unique items in the cauldron or a simultaneous set, never for 2 to place the item and the other to not. Goodness me. For each row of ingredients on the Witch's Cauldron tab, calculate how many of those ingredients are used by exactly 2 out of the 3 witches. I'm just going to take a copy of this, I think. Bring it through to a new tab. Call this 4. No, changed my mind. Delete that out. Do my data table setup. It is not working nicely because there is no information for us to look up against. So let's get rid of that. Make a copy of 3. Call it 4. make that 4. That's still not working nicely. Better. Alright, so we're going to next look up this against the Witch's Cauldron. Returning this. Great. Imagine we're going to need them. Okay, so reading the question again. Example 4, shadow of a hanged man, toe of frog, tongue of dog, appears in all 3 witches' lists. So I'm going to do a split of each. So I'm going to let think. Yep, let A equals split of this. It's not even a split, sorry, it's a text split. Based on comma. I think it's based on a comma. I'll check in a minute if it needs to have like a comma space or something like that. And I want to do a concat of A, B. No, I don't. I want to do an H stack of A, B, and C. Great. I want to transpose that. Great. I want to unique that. Great. And I want to say find this. In fact, I think I have something called mismatch, which should, no, it won't work, disregard. So I find that within that. Great. And I want to say if is number, then 1, otherwise 0. And it's not working as a dynamic array. I wonder if I could have made it a dynamic array. Let's have a look. Great. If I locked my cells correctly, sure. I want to do a sum. And I think, just going back to the question again, number of double ingredients is going to be countifs of that's not going to work because it's not a dynamic array. Oh well, time is money. Countifs of that equals 2. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, what's the question then? I want leg of spider. Okay, I've got some issues then with the spacing, do I? Okay, cool. Space, space, space. 5. Intricacies of medieval warfare starts asking about scout formations. An enemy army is hiding in Burnham Forest, planning to attack Macbeth and Dunsinane. They're all hiding behind trees. They're all hiding behind trees. That's exciting. So Macbeth sends spies into the woods to find them. Spies can see enemy troops in a 5x5 square centered on their location. What is the total point value of enemy troops within 2 squares of a given location? What's the question? What is the point value of the enemy troops within 2 squares of the given location? Which I guess is where the spy is. So actually got quite a good lambda for this, I think. So I want to do the indirect of, let's call this BF. So indirect BF. So that's giving kind of the location. And if we do area, a little bit hard to see, but it looks to be working fine. It's kind of giving me everything around there. So then I can do an X lookup of each of these items against these icons to get point values. Double check that's still working. It's not. That's given me 4. Just check. Yeah, the answer is 4. Okay, so I guess that's working fine actually. I can then do a 2 col, comma 3, and it should return 4. Does that return 20? It's giving me a spill because it'll give me a bunch of numbers potentially, which I then need to sum. 20. Awesome. Without going into it yet, I'm actually just going to say if error 0, because I reckon that would be something that would trip it. Yeah. Cool. Cool map. We'll have a look at some bonuses then, eh? For how many actors is there no possible vocal frequency and acting style where they would be the only casting option? Why does it feel like a mind bender? For how many, I'm just going to go to the actors page. For how many actors oh, look. There's like little extras. Okay. To be held in Shakespeare's greatest estate, well, we'd like that, wouldn't we? Perform this deer on casting card without a single formula or mouse click. For how many actors is there no possible vocal frequency and acting style where they'd be the only casting option? Okay, so I guess if we just go through each one, because I don't want to use a formula or a mouse click, do I? And they've provided such a wonderful graph that I can look at amber and know that amber in like this little range of about 410. Just under here and just over here would be the only option. So that means that amber would not be the only. No, she would. How many actors is there? No possible for where there'll be the only casting option. So that means that 0, and that she can be the only casting option. Andrew, AG at the top here, can definitely be the only casting option because it's a different style. Ordered versus chaotic. It's a good old Diarmuid. Diarmuid is covered by Elliot, so Diarmuid is 1. Elliot is 0. Giles becomes 0 as well. Harry is 0 at the top of his range. Harry Watson looks to be fully covered by Johnny Kennedy. I guess I can confirm that, can't I? Where's Johnny Kennedy? 392 into 392, cool. So I add that again, that's 2. Jack Kennedy is a 0, that's a 0, that's a 0, and that's a 0. I'm going to give the answer as 2. It seems weird to go through in that manner, but I at least get to be held in Shakespeare's greatest esteem, I guess. Cool. If all the conditions in the table in level 3, all of the conditions in the table in level 3, oh no, I've stuffed things up, haven't I? No wonder my bonuses went funny. Sorry. Right. If all of the level 3 is all of these, so all of these at least. If all of them took place, basically they're saying how many years until they occur again in the same year? Alright. If all, yeah, okay. How many? Yeah. So really what we're wanting is to replicate what I did here for 3, call it B2. Let's make this go to bloody 10,000. Really give it some muscle. Bring this in, and we will call it 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm not going to bother with 6 because it's covered by 12. I'm going to bother with 5, covered by 10. 4 is covered by 8. 3 is covered by 12. 2 is covered as well. So that'll do. And let's see if we can get a sum of 0. Nope. Don't know if I really want to go to 100,000, but I guess we'll use some memory. Oh, come off it. What's the product of these things anyway? 8 million. I'm just going down to row a million. Take my memory. That's a bad idea. If you ever look down here, it's really just, I can't wait that long. Escape. It's not in the 200,000s. Wonderful. Put it at this data table, which will speed things up a wee bit. It's like factors, aren't they? Factors, I think is what they're called. Gosh, maybe I should try and revisit maths from bloody 7th form at school and have a think about how you break down the factors. I've actually got such a better idea, which I can come to in a second if it's not in 400,000. I mean, it's 360, but I should have gone through this and done a sequence of like 10, 100,000, but skip it through in 13. Right? Need to start at 0 then. Because 13 is an obvious prime number, and it has to be one of these options, right? Get rid of you, because I don't want you to give me an answer of 0. Yeah, it gives me my 360 odd thousand again, so that could have been done better. If all the soldiers in the field in Burnham Forest move up 3 times their point value in rows, i.e. a footman is worth 3 points. So he's going to move up 9 rows, and they all end up on the battlefield in front of the castle in their battle formation, and they spell out a message. What is it? Include a space character in the answer. This looks like fun. Alright, how do we want to do this? I think I kind of want to just like replicate this to the side. See if we can see it. Yeah, nice. And we'll try and do it in here. So we want to do an X. Oh, this is spicy. Okay, I'm going to make the field look a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to go lookup of here to here. It's not even looking at. I'm going to say if that equals tree, then I want you to give me nothing. Otherwise, as you were, we need some if at the start of my if statement. I just want to visually kind of see what I was doing. Thinking of a few things. I could replicate this 7 times and then have like a concat on top, which kind of adds together the situation of what's happening 7 rows below. I'd be surprised if we have any cells which are going to have like 2 items turn up at the same time. It sounds like that's not what they're going for, in the sense that they want to have a message come together. But I just want to have a quick think about whether there's a better way that I can just wrap it all in kind of one formula. But yeah, I think I'm struggling to think of one, unfortunately. I mean, unless I had an epic let statement relating to offset, which basically does the 7 things at once. Maybe I'll just do that. I mean, it's not going to be huge. It's going to be a 7 thing 7-sided let's say. So I'm going to do an A, B, C, D, E, F, G down from footman. So I want to say offset. Actually, I need to go that times 3, don't I? So they're going to move 27 rows. So I go up here. Okay. Let A equal offset of, where are we? Our current cell. And how many rows, no rows, how many columns is going to be 9. I probably shouldn't link to AP actually. Should link over here, which is going to be B5. Okay, and then return A. I just want to check this is like working before I commit. Oh, meant to be rows, not columns. So there's more to this, which is going to be something along the lines of, let's actually call this, I don't know if I can call it cell. So X is where we're starting from, which is B5, so that I no longer have to type B5 lots of times. And point value is that. And that's going to be the offset. I want to say that if the offset is equal to this guy, then give me this guy. Otherwise, I don't want anything. Cool, good. So, I believe my plan, there are better ways to go about this, folks. That's okay. I'm going to get to the end, I'm going to concat these items and then be done with it, I think. So, I call that B, C, D, E, F, G, and this wants to step down 1 as well. It's a real world example of how I'd go through this, although at 38 minutes, perhaps not. And let's see what that does. Oh, I have to change this to. FMWC UK. Include the space. FMWC space, I imagine. UK. 7:50 in nearly 40 minutes. Oh, took my time, didn't I? So, where did I get caught out? A wee bit on level 3. at that timing. Stop it now. We've got level 3, thinking about how to put this together, and then and not having my options go down far enough. Level 4 maybe, a little bit. I think it was mainly level 3 though, wasn't it? Level 5 was quite quick with this area lambda, which works quite nicely to expand around a given selected cell. Bonus 1 took me a while. Just doing a nice visualization of what was going on. Bonus 2 took me a wee while too, because I decided to use up all of the memory I could. And then bonus 3 we sorted out at the end, maybe in 5 minutes or so. Awesome, fun case. Cheers, FMWC UK team, for putting this together. And I'm going to say or suggest that although the Shakespearean language perhaps is not something that we want to persevere with in competition, to confuse us all as we're trying to hurriedly get through things, the idea of like formats and fonting and it not being kind of just uniform, I think that's really cool. Really cool balance of just being fun. And obviously going through like a proper case as well. So we're going to leave it there. Thanks a bunch for watching me struggle through that. Great case. Take care. Ciao.